quiet. We're going to start with the Oli. If you can all just relax, silence. We'll begin soon. Akahai lo kahi, olu olu, ha'a ha'a, ahonu yalana kila. Akahai na Hawaii, lo kahi akulike, olu olu kavana'o, ha'a ha'a ko kulana, ahonu yalana kila. Aloha, aloha, aloha.
You are being present at the start of a new era, an era which we look forward of peace and prosperity evolving in the Pacific. In evolving because of Honolulu, in the middle of the ocean of peace, Pacific, connecting China, mainland USA, through Hawaii, by the history and the culture of aloha. This has been a collaboration, this exhibit and this gathering of China and the United States in a very sensitive time. And it couldn't have been a better time. A time to create healing so that there is aloha spread across the Pacific. We have the Sun Yat-sen Museum exhibit, which has been working with me for the past 5 years, always intending to put this project on. But after ups and downs, it's finally happening. Thanks to you all, but especially thanks, besides the museum, special thanks to the State of Hawaii Library System. Byron Barosa, the head administrator, Maria Zoller, who heads this library itself, Tricia Murakami, her assistant, and the entire staff. So with that, I would like to introduce the Executive Director of the City of Honolulu, Mr. Ben Sullivan.
My honor to be here today. So again, Ben Sullivan, Chief Resilience Officer for the city's Office of Climate Change, Sustainability, and Resiliency. It's a privilege to represent Mayor Rick Blangiardi today, and as we welcome the remarkable Sun Yat-sen Museum exhibit on Sun Yat-sen, the father of Chinese aviation, to our beautiful city of Honolulu. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to the Museum of Sun Yat-sen for their dedication in creating this photo exhibit. The exhibit not only illuminates the life and achievements of significant historical figures in aviation, but also celebrates the profound impact of individuals from Honolulu on both our local history and the global journey of advancements in technology and culture. It is truly uplifting to see our Hawaii-born historical figures honored in such a profound way. The sister city relationship between Zhongshan and Honolulu, thoughtfully initiated by former council member Leigh-Wai serves as a vital thread strengthening our cultural and historic ties to the vibrant Chinese community in Honolulu. This connection fosters mutual respect and understanding, paving the way for a shared learning and celebration of our heritage. Once again, I extend my deepest mahalo to the Sun Yat-sen Museum for this exhibit. It stands as a powerful reminder of our rich cultural history and a testament to the connection that unite our diverse communities. Together, we honor our past while shaping a brighter future. Mahalo.
Very honored to be here to do honor to Sun Yat-sen and his brother Sun Mei. As some of you know, Sun Mei came first as a laborer, built wealth enough to send his brother, who came here also, to Punahou, to Iolani, and for a very brief time to St. Louis.
Hello, Mike Kako. My name is Ivan Leigh-Wai. My subject is building relationships, recalling U.S. Senator Daniel Kako with the President of China. And the President of China that's being referenced is Deng Xiaoping. Before I get into that relationship, I'd like to thank and congratulate Leigh-Wai for being the ambassador of friendship and relationships between Hawaii and China, which was brought together back in 1971. And from that moment, 53 years ago, he's been investing his life to build friendship, peace, and prosperity between our two countries. So mahalo nui. The meeting we had with Deng Xiaoping starts with our grandfather. You will notice some of us have kihei. It's a Leigh-Wai kihei. Our grandfather was Leigh-Wai. Like Leigh-Wai's father, Young, he was an immigrant from China, came to Hawaii, had a family, had children, and then went back to China to be in the Air Force of Sun Yat-sen. My grandfather was the same. Immigrated from China, came to Hawaii, was a successful business person in Hilo, married into a native Hawaiian family, Kapahua. That family had 12 children between Mary Kapahua and Leigh-Wai. Of those 12 children, one was my father, Ben, and he had 10 children with my mother, and they had 10 children. The fifth was Anna. Anna is married to Senator Akaka's daughter, so that's the relationship between the story we're going to tell today. When Senator Akaka, from my perspective, Senator Akaka is probably among the most revered, respected, and effective politicians in the history of Hawaii. He served in the U.S. Congress as a House of Representative member for 14 years from 1976, when I was his chairman of his campaign. And then when he ran for the U.S. Senate in 1990, he became a U.S. Senator for 23 years. And so when he retired in 2013, I used to keep in pretty close contact with him. And one day he told me, Ivan, I was at the University of Hawaii and I had a meeting with students and faculty, and it was very interesting the questions that they asked me. I said, like what? He said, they asked me, you, Senator Akaka, you are native Hawaiian, you are from Hawaii, you are were a member of the U.S. Senate. What value did you bring to the U.S. Senate? And I said, what did you tell him? He said, this is what I told him. I said, when I was a U.S. Senator, I traveled around the world and met with world leaders. I met with Gorbachev from the Soviet Union, one-on-one in his apartment. I met one-on-one with Masar from Pakistan, and I met one-on-one with Deng Xiaoping. And he said, all of these world leaders all said the same thing, and they all asked the same question. So when I had this meeting with Deng Xiaoping, his statement was like all the other world leaders, you are from Hawaii, you are native Hawaiian, you know how to build bridges among people, you know how to bring people together. So that was a statement that all these world leaders made, including Deng Xiaoping, to Senator Akaka. And then the question was, this was a different geopolitical point in time, so the question was, Senator Akaka, you have the capacity to bring us closer and having a relationship of friendship and well-being with the United States. Will you help us? And so that's the message, that Hawaii, really, even though very small, can play a role in building world peace throughout the world. And so I'd like to conclude by saying that is what Leigh-Wai has been doing over the past 53 years, building peaceful relationships between Hawaii and with China. Hallelujah.
Thanks, Ivan, for that story. And thanks, Leigh-Wai, for organizing this. My wife and I had the pleasure and the honor of tagging along with Leigh-Wai and Leigh-Wai's family on Leigh-Wai's 61st trip to China, which is right before the pandemic. And it was amazing because you saw it up close and personally the importance of relationship. And you saw on various levels, you saw the warmth of affection for Leigh-Wai, for his family, various
government officials, businesses, as a lawyer, law professor, businessman, and mentor of about 20 Chinese lawyers who each came to Hawaii for 3 months at a time to stay at my old law firm and learn about U.S. law. Also, for 20 years, I was the chairman of the board of a Hawaii-based Taoist monastery, acupuncture clinic, and school. Kunung last lifetime was Shu Jung-Warren. A few Chinese speakers, and not as much as I can say in Chinese. Anyway, it's clear to me that for the betterment of the world, we really now need to collaborate with China rather than treating them as our enemies.
I am the co-founder of the Zhou Enlai Peace Institute, together with my wife, Zhou Xiaofang, who is in Beijing right now. Last night, she wrote a greeting for this gathering, which I would like to relate. Greetings from the small city of Changshu in central China. I send sincere thanks to Leigh-Wai and the organization for hosting this exhibition about Sun Yat-sen. And thank you to everyone for coming. Each city and nation has special historic heroes. Sun Yat-sen is a significant free spirit for Honolulu and for Zhongshan, for America and for China. I hope you enjoy this connected moment as understanding grows about how we have been connected through the past century. Wishing all success for the exhibition.
He wanted me to share with you the Sing Jung-Wai story. Hawaii is the birthplace of the founding Democratic Revolutionary Organization. Revived China Society, Sing Jung-Wai, is celebrated all across the world. Sing Jung-Wai metaphoricized into several different forms, but everybody attributes that start to Honolulu, Hawaii, 1894, November 23 or 24, with the founding first donation of $5 by Ho Fun on Queen Emma Street in Honolulu. Hawaii celebrated as the beginning. You and we are the beginning. And what is China doing at this moment to recognize that coming moment? 130 years ago, Sing Jung-Wai founding. They're building a museum room just on the original gathering on November 23, 24, around the table with 5 people that signed up to start the first revolution organization in the world. Eventually it numbered in the tens of thousands of people, but Hawaii was the start in the middle of the Pacific. I have a photograph of their sculptures, 5 people around the table with Ho Fun, the Russell Ho's grandfather I should say, and Sun Yat-sen, and several others from Hawaii. All immigrants, all hardworking, all devoted to creating a modern, new China democratically. And so the 1911 Democratic Revolution of China happened with the beginning here in Honolulu, Queen Emma Street. And so Sun Yat-sen called it that Hawaii is the birthplace of modern China, the mother of modern China, rocked the cradle of the revolution. That's us, the people of Aloha, that created a spark to spread around the world. And we all are part of it at this moment. So with that, I want to now ask Kumuhula Valerie Leigh-Wai to do a closing hula. She danced as representing Hawaii. And I said, better still, you come and do a closing prayer.